Hey y'all, I'm back. I'm just gonna be packing up some of my stuff today from the camping trip that I have all piled up over here. Also, I'm gonna be talking about the trip and what I learned about the tent, the stove, and stuff like that. A little recap of my hot tent camping trip that I did Friday. So, yeah, that's what I want to talk about today. I'm just looking at this mess I got going on here. Sorry. But yeah, the trip was fun. I had a good time. I had a blast. It was fun. There's some things that I learned that just learned how to do with the stove, as far as the tent, and what I didn't like and did like regarding the tent with the stove that I have now. The stove that I have now is just too big for that. I mean, it works for that tent. It works, but for me, it was just I felt like I was like crammed into the tent. I couldn't move around in the tent. I had to be careful about knocking the stuff over toward the tent, or me hitting the hot stove and stuff like that. So I didn't like that. So I'm definitely gonna get a bigger tent for this specific stove. Like I said, I may go out. Depending when I get it, I may go out this winter again with that tent and that stove again. So yeah, that's not gonna stop me from using it. But I'm not gonna prefer to use this stove with that tent because it just is too much going on. With it, the stove's too big. And even if it's a smaller stove, I believe it still would be just too big. It would work if it definitely is good if you're gonna be just going in the tent to sleep, and that's it, and you be out for the day like I did. Like I was out during the day most of the time, the whole time actually, and I didn't get in the tent until I had to lay down. But working on that stove, doing anything with that stove, and filling it up, it was just hard, and I didn't like having to bend over the whole time to do stuff. Like I want to stand up. Like this, I want to stand up in my tent. I don't want to have to bend down, crouch down, like try to. I'm not a small guy, so trying to like bend certain ways and this and that, just to go around stuff. It was just too much. I think if I had to enter it in the tent, with just the mattress pad, it probably would have been. I probably would have felt a little crammed in there, to say that much. It would have been tight, even more. So I had it open. I took the inner out and it open, but it was just too tight. It was just not doable for me. Like I said, if I didn't have maybe I could have took away the cot. It had like one of those collapsible foam pads on the ground and then the mattress on top of it. Maybe that would have given me some more space, but I don't think so. I just think it was just too small of a tent. That tent's gonna be mostly used for like spring. I'm gonna use it for like spring time or like early fall, where I don't need the hot stove for that tent. I think I might use that tent with the diesel heater, because I don't gotta worry about nothing. I have a lot more space then with that. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I'm gonna give it another chance and go out with it again and see maybe a different setup, a different way. But I don't know. We'll see. I did bring a lot of stuff that day, so it was just a lot. But only had the cot and the stove in there. That's it. I didn't have nothing extra in there at all. I had the chair in there where I was sleeping. I just had the cot and the air mattress sleeping bag and the stove, and I just felt like I was walking on eggshells. Like every time I went in, something was gonna happen. Every time I got out, it was a lot. So I'm gonna order a tent. I'm looking at the Nature Hike Dune tent. I think I'm gonna get the 10 point. I think it's 10.9. And I'm looking at a couple of other options as well. So I'm looking at actually another one that's made by One Tigers as well, which is a smaller tent, but the stove it's a longer like ground tent. It's not high. I can't walk around with it at all. But the stove is like outside of the tent, and then when I get in and out of tent is it's not getting walking past the stove. The stove is on the other end, and then my sleeping quarters on the other end. I think that would be a lot better for me because I'm not worrying about walking in and out past the stove. Like it was just, and it's when I had everything in there, it was a very narrow space to walk in and out. So I'm like bending in, getting under, moving aside. It was too much. So I don't mind a low tent. I just don't want to walk past the stove. I want the stove to be on one end, and I can get in my tent and not have to be like touching the stove or anything like that at all. So I'm gonna get that one as well. So I made a couple attempts. Why not? But that was the one issue I had with the tent. The second issue that I had, but I figured it out, was that I don't know what was going on with the pellets. I don't know what it was, but at first it wasn't burning as hot as it was when I first used it, and I did use different pellets before. The first time I used these pellets here. The first time, these are from Home Depot. So I used these the first time, and they burned. That was burning like hot, like crazy hot. But when I went out on Friday, I used Harbor Freight. I mean, not Harbor Freight, Tractor Supply. I went to Tractor Supply and got Tractor Supply pellets and used those. And it felt like it didn't get as hot. But part of the reason was that I had, when I first started it up, for some reason for the first 2 hours, I had the damper like just about closed. I didn't realize I even did that. So maybe that was the issue. I don't know, but I don't know what it was. So I opened it up, but then I don't know what it was. Because it still was burning. It was burning pretty fast. The pellets were going through pretty fast for some reason. So I still got to play around with that and figure that out. I did at like around like 1 o'clock in the morning that night. I did lower the hopper like down to like almost minimum. It was close to minimum, and then I closed the damper some, and it did started burning a little slow. So there was I figured that part out. But I was at one point had a fire in the ash. All the ash container tray was like red hot. Everything was in there was like on fire, like red chili hot. So I had to empty that out, and then once I lowered the hopper and turned the damper down, that wasn't happening anymore. I don't understand what was going on. It seemed like the whole pellets that were lit were just falling down into the ash tray, and they weren't even completely burned at all. There was whole pellets that were on fire dropping into there. So I don't know. So once I loaded everything down, it was fine. Like when I woke up, when I put the ashtray out, they were all ash. It wasn't the whole pellet. So maybe that was the issue was. I'm still gonna take it out a couple more times and test it out and see what the problem is. I had no issues at all with smoke with that tent, and I was using hard pellets with it. No issues with smoke at all. The only time I've seen smoke is when I actually pulled the ashtray out while it was running, and obviously the draft wasn't right, so it was coming out of the hopper. But other than that, that was my fault. That was I was emptying the hopper. But other than that, there was no smoke issues, no draft issues at all. That's a plus. I did have my carbon monoxide detector with me. Well, yeah, it didn't go off at all. So that's good. I always bring it. So that's it with the wood stove. I believe that's it with the wood stove. No issues with the wood stove at all. It was just big, and it was just it was big. But I did get some good sleep with it. Well, not much sleep, but I was warm. I didn't go to bed because I was just up. I wasn't tired, but I went to bed. I got 2 hours of sleep. That's only because I was just up watching YouTube and wasn't tired. But I was warm in there. After I fixed the issue with me laying the opposite way, I was that's nothing. You need to lay. You should lay like with the glass facing like somewhat towards you. Like before, I was laying with the glass facing my feet, which I didn't. My upper body wasn't cold, but my head was cold. I didn't feel no heat on my like my face area or my head, so I laid the opposite way, and then I was fine. I woke up actually like hot, sweating. So that's the lesson that I learned as well. And I should be cleaning when I'm talking to you, but I just not. So yeah, that's it with the with the wood stove. The wood stove was, I mean, it was good, and it lasted. The stove I'm thinking is gonna last about 6 to 7 hours throughout the night, which isn't bad. I only sleep 5 hours a night, 5.5 hours a night, so 6 to 7 hours of good night's sleep is perfect. Um, I did go through from the time I started the stove, which was like I'll say 2:30 till about I say 8 o'clock in the morning the next day. I used the whole bag, so whole bag of pellets. I mean, I think that's true because in the beginning they were burning too fast. They were just burning way too fast for these pellets, um, so I used the whole bag. So that one bag would be good for if you're staying in the tent like all day long, relaxing by the tent all day long, it would last like a day for one bag. 20 about not even a day. I would say. Uh, I don't know. I would say like 18 hours maybe. You gotta if you run it constantly. Because they said you get 10 hours. They say you're supposed to get like 10 hours a hopper, but I don't think you're getting 10 hours. I think you're getting like 6 to 7 hours. And yeah, I don't. Yeah. So I think you get like 2 hoppers to a bag. So you won't even get 6. You get 14 hours. That's basically what I burned really. So was it 2:30, 3:30, 4:30, 5:30, 6:30, 7:30, 8:30, 9:30. So I got about 18 hours out of that out of the stove, out of one bag. So that's about 9. So that's about 9 hours a hop. That's about 9 hours a hopper. I didn't really fill. I kept filling up throughout the day, so I didn't really like burn it and then let it run out and then burn it. I just kept topping it off. So, but I just started at 2:30 and it did die at around 8:30. So that is just close to, I guess that's close to 10 hours a hopper. 9 hours a hopper. So it lasted 18 hours. So that's actually good. That'd be good. I'm gonna do it next time when I go out. I'm definitely gonna run it, fill it up completely, and then let it run all the way out and see how many hours I got. But according to what I just calculated, it got about 18 hours for a bag, for a whole bag. That's true. So you get 18 hours for a whole bag. So it's not a full day. So if you go on a 2-day, couple-day trip, if you're gonna use it all day long, then you need at least 2 bags. But if you're gonna use it at nighttime for like 6 hours, 6 hours a night, then you don't one bag is good enough for you. Which I could have just used it when I went to bed. 'Cause I was out by the fire the whole night, but I was just running it to see how it ran, which I'm happy I did because if I was sleeping with the stove and I started it up and went to bed and at how it was acting, it would have first of all it would have probably been for a lot of pellets, and second the hopper would have filled up pretty quickly because it was doing, and it would have been a real issue. So I'm happy that I did run in at 2 o'clock, 2:30, and kept on in it and see how it was performing throughout the day, so I know for next time what not to do and what to do. So that's I'm happy with that. So that's it with the stove and the tent. I know it was a lot, but I just wanted to go over those things with the tent. I did burn a hole in my tent too because the way that door is and the way that stove is set up, it goes in. So say the door is here, and then the stove's here. The stove is like this. It's not like that. So when I open the door, the bottom flap just literally tapped the stove. Because the door is pretty big and tapped the stove and another hole in it. So that's not the tent's fault. That's not nobody's fault but mine. I wasn't paying attention, and plus I'm using I'm not using the right stove for that tent because I mean that stove is long. I need a stove that goes like this, with the doors like this and doors like on the side, so it's not as wide. And that would fix that issue for sure. The door wouldn't be nowhere near the stove. But now with that stove, the door is like literally like this far from the stove, so it's like when you open it, it can touch the stove. And after I realized I was a lot more careful, I was holding the bottom part and unzipping that part. Okay, that's my fun. It's not gonna harm the function of the tent because that part of the tent is the ground anyway. So if it rains, that's the ground anyway. So it's like, and it's on the bottom of the door, so it's like not gonna hurt anything. So that's it with that. I'm trying to think what else I had. With the camping trip, the fire pit was good. Fire pit was good. I love the fire pit. This is my second time using it, and each time I use it, it's good. So this is the stove I have. I don't know what brand it is at all, but I'll put it in the description. I don't think there's even a brand name on it. I think it's just Holden stove. Looking down to see actually. I'm now curious. But yeah, this stove is good. This stove is, I mean, I'm not stove. This fire pit, portable fire pit is great. I love it, and it's still light. This stove. Oh no, I bought it. Where's that? Tires. I don't see it on the. Yeah, I bought it further back maybe. Let me check it out. That's weird. I don't see it on my I don't see it on my list for it. What's going on? I'm missing it. Oh, here it is. There it is. Yeah, it's not really no brand at all. It's weird. All it says is portable outdoor 22-inch fire pit. So it's 22 inches. There's no brand on it for some reason. I don't know why, but so yeah, this is the fire pit I have. Look how small it is. I believe this weighs. Let me give you the weight real quick. This can hold 26 pounds of wood, which that's a lot of wood. It doesn't. It says the case is 36 inches. 46 inches. That's not accurate. I'll tell you right now how wide it is. I've been on 36 inches. Sometimes on Amazon they put stuff, information on stuff and it's not accurate at all. This is 12 inches wide. It doesn't give the weight what I can see. But it can hold 26 pounds of wood, which that's a lot of wood. When I say I loaded this up, I loaded this up. It doesn't say what it weighs, but I'm sure it's probably about like 1.5, maybe 2 pounds, maybe. It's not heavy at all. So this stove, that looked good. Then I bought this bougie light. Bougie or V light. This thing is always great. This is like my 4th or 5th time using this, and battery never dies. It always lasts me. It never dies at all. Like, so like I said, after the camp trip, when I went on Friday, this still had 3 bars on it, and it was nowhere near. Out of 4 bars, there was nowhere near dead. So I bought that. What else did I use? That was good. My folding stove by Nature Hike. This thing is great. You saw in the beginning of the video that I just posted. I had a little problem with the fuel coming through, and then when I went to light it, it went whoosh. The flame went so high, it scared me. But this always works good, and it actually works in the cold night, no problems. So that's good. It's a good stove. I used that like probably 10 times already. The Nature Hike, the cot, that was so comfortable. No issues with that at all. The only issues that I'm having with that cot is that on the ends of the flat part, like where you, like the top, the very end of it, it's like real like flappy. So it's like not tight, obviously, and then so when you lay your head there, it actually like bends down way below, like it folds down on the end. So you kind of like got to scoot down some, which isn't a problem if the cot's long enough, I'm sure. So if you're like 6 foot taller, it won't be good because you got these the whole cot, and you would need like basically like a high pillow because it goes down when you lay your head down. Like the flap goes. Say this is the cot, the flap goes down like that, like a little bit. So it's not like a flat surface where your head's at. And it does the same thing on the other side where your feet's at, but obviously your feet doesn't matter, but your head does. You don't want to wake up with neck pain because of that. So what I did was I just put my pillow there, and I had my this coat here, and I balled it up and made it so it's higher for my neck. So, and I screwed it down some too, so it fixed the issue. I did. Where was that? I did buy this pillow from Walmart. This is the Ozark Trail pillow. It's about 15 inches by 10 inches. So it's a nice size pillow, but I don't know what it was, but now it's soft. I don't understand. When I got it and opened out, like I said, I wasn't thinking. I opened it up like when I went to bed, so it was in that compressed bag, and plus it was probably frozen, so it was like hard as a rock. It was so hard like I couldn't even make me on it. And like I said, I put it under my coat with the coat balled up because it was so hard. It was like laying on a rock. But now it's soft, so I just wonder if it was. Well, I know it was because it was compressed, and I wonder because it was so cold outside. This foam was like it wasn't it wasn't decompressing. It wasn't coming out because it was so cold and frozen. But now it's soft, so I'm definitely gonna give this a try again. I did say in my last video it sucked, but I don't think it's gonna suck now. I think it's gonna be fine. It did come with a bag, but I don't see. I mean, I could roll it back up and put it back in the bag, but I'll show you the bag. 1 second here. This is the bag it came in. I don't see me using this bag or carrying this bag, but I'm going to try right now to see if I can get in. Let's see. Maybe. I'm curious if I could. Let's see. Hold it up. So we'll keep it clean. I guess I can get in there. I didn't think I was going to be able to get back in that bag. I can. So it does go back in the bag. So I'm going to give this a shot again. And I'm definitely going to keep it warm, obviously, and let it take it out before anyway, take it out as soon as I get to the campsite, not leave it in the bag right before I go to bed. And then leave it out in the cold the whole time before I got into my tent. I had it out outside in the cold too. I was thinking. So it just fit back in the bag. This is a nice pillow. Hopefully, it is. I mean, it feels nice. Well, now that it's not compressed. So this pillow was from Walmart. It was $11. I paid $11 for it. It was cheap. So I got that. The blow up ones, I had the blow up ones, and I brought one with me. This is made by Hike Nature, the ultralight pillow. I'm not too fond of these. It's small. I like that. Like it's real small compared to this. It's way light. So This and this. Look at that. Big difference, right? But they just don't. I don't like them. They slide around everywhere. And it does have a strap to the pad, but it still isn't a natural feeling for a pillow for me. I don't know. I'll still bring them just in case. You never know. I'll still bring them. Like I bought that one and the other one. So maybe if I can double it up or something. I don't know. But that pillow, I want to get the one I want to try again. That's my main concern. This thing here is the fire maple stove that I used. It worked good. I did try to, something you saw in the last video I posted, put this on the wood stove or the pellet stove to see if I can boil water. I had it on there for like 30 minutes. It got warm, obviously, but it wouldn't boil the water because of these things in the bottom. This is not, I mean, it was obviously the heat wasn't against this part going on this. So it wasn't getting hot enough to boil water on this. But as soon as I put the my stainless steel pot on it, it boiled water, like literally like fast, maybe a minute. That's it on that stove. So, but this isn't intended for that. This is meant for the stove. So I know this works good already, but I did bring it just in case, test it out. That's good. So this was good. Put this away. I'm trying to clean up as I talk to you. Everything's on the floor. I came back home from camping and I literally had like 30 minutes to unpack the car and then go around to get in the shower and then I had to go to do pictures at 12. So the table obviously works good. This table obviously works good. I gotta clean this table off, so I'm gonna leave this out. It's all muddy. I use this table actually. This was a two-purpose. It was a table to cook with and stuff, but I also used it in my tent by the floor of my bed of the cot, so that when I got out of the cot in the morning time, I put my feet on this instead of on the muddy ground. When you go hot tub camping, if there's a small coating of snow, that's gonna melt and it's gonna be a muddy mess. If there's a lot of snow, then you have no worries. Obviously, you have wet socks and wet feet if you step in the snow. But I rather have snow, water like, on my feet than have mud like all everywhere. It was like a muddy mess in there. So that, but this came in handy because I was able to actually walk in my tent and then take my shoes off and put my foot on this instead of the mud. So I was trying to like hold one foot up and put it on the car and trying to get the other shoe off. It was a lot. This worked a lot. So this worked. And this comes when you look in the video, you see this table is two parts. This top part is completely flat, and then there's the legs go. So that worked for that. That was a good something I learned. That was good. Obviously, in the summertime when the ground's hard and it's not raining, and it'll be that's not an issue. I mean, I don't mind dust. I don't like mud. That was the table that I always use, and that's a higher table. The cot we talked about already. I'm gonna have to get another. Let me show you. I'm gonna have to get another storage rack for my garage. So look at my camping gear. This is like, I got so much camping gear back here that I can't fit nothing else. And then look up here, all my fuel and all that stuff. This is like, it goes back and back and back. All kind of fuel back there. A lot of fuel. I have no space. I need more space. I got to organize this. I figured all this stuff down here that I gotta put somewhere. So what I'm gonna do is get another one of these. This is, I believe this is 4 foot by 6 foot rack, and it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shelves. I'm gonna put one back here, and then use the bottom shelf of the new rack for tools, and the rest of the camping gear all the way up. And I measured it. It just reaches. That shelf just reaches like right here where the stands at. So it'll still be. I'm gonna lose some space on top of the shelf, but not much because the fan shades inside me. So I could face it like that. That'll give me 4 more shelves of space to put camping gear, which would be plenty. I got a lot more I gotta buy, and I still have a lot of camping gear in my house that I still have that I haven't bought. Old stuff that I had, but I want to get it out of my house and get it in this garage. So I just gotta rearrange a little bit better. This garage, to maximize the space for all my camping gear for reviews. My boats. This is my boat. My boat's here, and I'm planning on getting another inflatable boat this year. So I just need more shelving. So my backpacks up here. Camping backpack back there. Camping backpack back here. Stuff everywhere. So it's like I need to organize it more and get more space. My goal is I want to have at least 2 more shelves in here. So I'm thinking about taking off this privacy door. I have this door here because when I open my garage open, I can have this shut and people can't actually look in here when I'm here in the summertime. But thinking about this, no, I might leave it there, and I might put a small, like 3-foot shelf, 5-tier shelf here. So it's not no way. Or I might put it back here. Actually, I might get rid of this table because this table I'm not using that much. Yeah, I do have the little refrigerator here, but I have a refrigerator here already. So I can come out and I can put a 3-foot shelf here because nothing's here. 3-tier shelf. And that will give me plenty enough room for shelving, and I will still have this open here. So, because this bike won't be in here, that scooter that won't be in here. This I'm gonna get rid of this dip boy. I don't need that in here. Let's take out space. So then it will be a lot more room. I can actually work on my boat while I'm in here. I did last year, but after when fall came, I started loading stuff in here, and now I'm like, I can't fit the inflatable boat and work on it if I want to. So that's my plan for this. And I wanted to give you a recap of the camping trip, which was great. I had fun. Like I said, I'm excited to go out. I might go out this week to do a hammock and camp. It's supposed to rain on Friday. Hopefully, let me see. Maybe it changed. Hopefully, it changes so I can go out. I would do a hammock camp Friday. And most likely ride my bike there. So let's see. It's not supposed to be as cold this weekend. I think it's going to be on like the Friday 55 degrees. But it does say 55% rain. But hopefully that's in the morning. But it's going to be cold at night because I'm looking at it right now. It's going to be, Friday was the last warm day, but it's going to be 55 high, but 24 low. That's pretty cold for hammock camping. But I did go hammock camping a couple weeks ago, and it was low 26, so that was fine. So this is the rain part that. This is rain early with a mix of sun and clouds, so it's gonna rain in the morning time. So I should be fine when I go set up. We'll see. I might go camping Friday, hammock camping. I didn't get to record my last hammock camp, so this time I'm gonna record it. I didn't bring my camera. I just forgot. To tell you the truth, to be honest with you. But yeah, that's about all I had for today. I just wanted to just give you a recap of my trip. Like I said, I learned a lot with that tent and that stove, so but I'm gonna give it a try again. See how I like it, and I'm gonna also give it a try for sure with the diesel heater, because I know that a lot of the problems and issues that I have with that tent would be resolved with that just having a diesel heater in there, as far as space and not worrying about like the stove being in the way or getting burnt. So, all right, well I'll let y'all go. I appreciate everybody who watched the last video. If you haven't watched it, go check it out. It's my last video that I posted before this video that's gonna go out. And I hope y'all enjoyed the Christmas music that I put in my last video. I'm trying to, it's December, so I'm in the Christmas spirit, and I'm just gonna have Christmas music in all my December videos. All my December videos are gonna have Christmas music, different music. The Christmas music all through it, even the short videos, the long videos, Christmas music. I love Christmas music. I love Christmas, so this is my month. So please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and also check out my other videos that I posted. this year. I'm doing great with the YouTube videos, and I'm happy with myself. I'm putting them out. I had a little pause when school started because I started homeschool my kids. But now that I got the schedule down pat and everything, I'm finding time to get out and record more content and also homeschool my kids. So it's working out. I'm so grateful for that, and I'm grateful for everybody who checks out my channel, likes my videos, subscribe. I really, really appreciate y'all. I'm a small channel, but I'm looking to grow, and I am growing. So slowly but surely, but I'm growing. All right, well, talk to y'all later. Again, please comment, subscribe my channel, like it. If you have any comments at all, any questions about my gear, anything you want me to do as a video of for camping outdoors, something like that, fishing, it's coming up soon. So, but as of camping right now, want me to test out any gear, let me know. I will do my best to purchase the gear and make a review on it and check it out in the wild and use it. So, all right, talk to y'all later. Bye.